Hi everybody, and welcome back to Vlogtober day 13. Yay! So I just want to start off by saying I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't know how short it's going to be. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say in this video. I don't have a huge amount of time. That's a thing that's been kind of hard recently, and I just been going through a lot of stuff, just mentally, emotionally, just within myself, just a lot of things. And yeah, but I'll get to that in a little bit. But right now my husband is inside with all the kids, and yeah, so basically the past 3 days have been kind of rough for me. But even before the 3 days, before my son went to the hospital, and then it was a whole other thing with my daughter, it was just a whole thing. And even today, now my other son is getting sick, he threw up, and it's just been a lot. But even before all this sickness, I was already kind of feeling myself get I don't know, just in my mind a lot, things like that. And it was just, I think for the past week I've been feeling overwhelmed. I really have. And that's completely normal to do and to feel I feel I already felt like that before the YouTube and before my TikTok. So of course I'm going to feel like that after, you know what I mean? And I'm going through a lot of personal things, like I said, within myself, within my family, within not really my friends, because I don't really have a lot of friends. And I think that's another thing that kind of I'm going through as well, is that I'm so one day I'll sit down and talk about maybe some really in deep story times about my life, you know what I mean? But it's just really hard for me to be open up and to be vulnerable. But one thing that I am very open about is my mental health and my BPD and my anxiety, my depression, things like that. Those things do not make you a bad person, a bad mom, or a bad wife, or a bad human being in general. It just means that you're just a little bit, your brain is just wired a little different. And I feel to really understand that and really be okay, this is the reason why that I am the way that I am. And a lot of trauma, I've been through a lot of trauma in my life, and as an adult I feel you would think oh, it's all gonna go away, and you're an adult now, you have this house, your children, your husband. And I feel it almost worsens. I feel when I was younger I didn't really think about any of this stuff, you know what I mean? I was just thinking about that just another vulnerable thing. Fun little fact about me is I never met my father. I don't know who my father is. And yeah, it's just that's a whole nother thing in itself. But I never thought about that when I was younger. Not until more recently, as an adult, I've been thinking about that. Who is my father? It's a whole nother story in general. And it just sucks because I want to tell these stories. And if my mom's watching this, I know she probably is. I love you. I'm so proud of you. My mom has been through a lot in her life as well, and she is sober now, and she's a different person now. And if you're watching this, I love you, and I'm proud of you, you know what I mean? But it was hard growing up, it was really hard. And I feel that just continued and led into adulthood. And I feel it just kind of keeps getting harder, to be honest, as you get older and more stress, more things. But I have an amazing husband, and I do have people that support me. I think along with the whole BPD thing is or even just, I don't know, just the way I grew up in general, or just I think it is hard for me to trust people. So I think that's why I don't have a lot of friends, or I don't have a huge circle, because that's the way that I want it, you know what I mean? And it kind of sucks, but for me it's the best, because that's where I feel the most comfortable, and more no extra drama, no anything. Because to be honest, I can't really I don't want to handle that. I can't really handle that. I already have enough on my plate as it is. And the people that I do have in my life, and if you're watching this, you guys know exactly who you are. There's very, very few of you, and you know exactly who you are if you're watching this. And I love you guys, and thank you for being there for me. But yeah, it's just hard. It's just, life is hard in general. So for the normal average person, so it's super hard for somebody who has BPD and depression and trauma, and just trying to be the best mom, the best person, the best wife that they can absolutely be, the best granddaughter. I help take care of my grandma a lot, and I love her to death. She is my mom. She raised me. It's just a lot. And I think this is why I started the whole YouTube thing in general, is I was getting a little discouraged there as well, but I feel I'm growing so fast, but at the same time I'm oh, I feel not a lot of people are watching me. Like, am I not interesting? Like, I get so much in my head, and then it's just like a snowball avalanche from there. And so, yeah, I was kind of like dwelling on that whole thing for a couple of days, and it was pretty intense to me. I was just like, oh, like, people probably don't like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to be super honest and vulnerable with you guys. Like, I don't know if I sound lame or whatever, but I'm just being honest. Like, that's literally how I felt. And I think when you're already in a low state of mind, everything after that is just like super intense already. And like, just thank you guys for supporting me and for being patient with me. And I hope that you guys like are still sticking around. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys like a little bit of what's been happening with me the past couple of days. My kids were all sick too on top of all this, so I'm just, trying to get it all situated, and it's okay. They're getting way better. They're on their medicine. They've been drinking Pedialyte, broth, all that good stuff. One of my sons is running around. The other one is just watching TV, and my daughter's like, I think she was like not feeling well, but she hasn't had any fevers or really thrown up anymore or anything like that. So, but yeah, we are going to the pumpkin patch tomorrow, so I just wanted to like give you guys a little like what's going on and just like a little snippet of me. Like, I know to some people it's like, okay, like it probably doesn't matter, you know what I mean, to a lot of people, and that's okay. But as long as one person, like, it matters to one person, like, that's all that matters to me. So if you're a mom, or if you're a woman, or if you're a person, if whatever, and you feel like that, like any of the things that I had mentioned, you are perfectly okay. Like, you are perfectly like yourself. I don't know how to explain it. If you feel any of those things that I mentioned today about myself, or you have any of these things, like, it's okay. Like, I understand exactly what you're going through, and I'm sorry that you're going through it, and I definitely understand. And I want to make more in-depth videos about things like that, but it's just like I always say over and over again, and I repeat myself, so I'm sorry, it's just hard for me to open up. But I want to open up with you guys because that's the whole point of this, is to help people, help moms that feel like how I feel. You know what I mean? So I want to finish out Vlogtober strong. Tomorrow we're going to go to the pumpkin patch, and we have a bunch of other stuff planned for Vlogtober still, and I'm going to do it. And that's another thing that I want to tell you guys, especially moms out there. It's okay to feel the way that you feel. It's okay to get in your little sad moments, but don't stick there. Like, you have to get up and you have to take care of your babies, like, because they depend on you, and that's like the most important thing. You know what I mean? I feel like, oh yeah, I also have a little cafecito I made. It's like a little iced coffee. Cute, huh? But yeah, so I just always want to be like as open and honest as I can with you guys without being too open and honest with everything. Hopefully one day I can get more in depth about my life. But yeah, but basically everyone goes through stuff, and I understand that, and I could have had a way worse life. I'm thankful for the life that I have, especially now. And I just get like, I don't know, I just get so down and sad sometimes, and I feel like it's really, really hard to get out of that headspace. But I feel like when you have kids, it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, no matter what, you have to get out of that headspace. And that's what I feel like my son I had when I was 18. And I definitely feel like I would have been in a such different place. Like, I had 2 kids before I was 21, and then I had my daughter 2 years ago. So it's just I've had a lot of things that have happened to me that sucked. And then I've also put myself in a lot of situations where it sucked, but because of my trauma, I feel like that's the reason why I was ever put in those situations. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of things that have happened in my life. And even though, like, I have an amazing husband who loves me, and he's super supportive of me, he really understands, and he's really like patient. I love him so much, and he loves me. And I have my beautiful kids, and it's just, I feel like if you know what I'm talking about, you know. And it's so hard to explain to people that don't understand, because they will never understand. And I don't mean that to be harsh or whatever, but it's just the facts. I feel like some people will never really truly get that because they don't ever and have never experienced those things. And I would never want them to experience those things. Because a lot of people who do experience those things, I feel like have had trauma happen to them. And I would never want trauma to happen to anybody. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's literally just like how I feel, you know, now as an adult. Like, it's just all so different for me. I think about a lot of things that have happened, like when I was younger, and I feel like it kind of like is almost like a form of PTSD in a way, but I've never been like diagnosed with PTSD or anything, but I feel like it's almost like that, you know, where it just gets kind of like stuck in your head, and then it gets you down, and then once you're already down, especially like somebody, you know, like me, like when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're super happy. There's really, like, for me, I think that's the thing that really breaks my heart, is that there's really no in between. And I could feel like I've been like that my whole life since I was very young. So yeah, but I'll get more into that into another vlog. I just wanted to say thank you guys if you're still around. I am not leaving, even though I am a crybaby sometimes, and I get overwhelmed and I get super bad anxiety. I am strong and God has my back, and even though the devil, the negativity is trying to attack me, I feel like, not to sound dramatic, but that's like real shit out there, guys. And if you get like, not attack me, but just the negativity, like it's just so different, like it goes and it tries to attack you, but you literally have to be like, I rebuke it, because I am a daughter of God, I'm a daughter of Jesus, and that's just that. And then I will stand up on my 2 feet and I will keep going and be the amazing person that I think I am most of the time, that I hope I am. Not everyone's perfect, you know what I mean? But I just hope I'm trying to be the best version of myself I can be. And I'm also like just dealing with a bunch of stuff like in my personal life, you know, like things within myself, like everything. It's just been a lot, especially with also like talking about God and all that. This is rambling, guys, but this is just my feelings lately, and I just want to let you guys know. I'm so sorry, but I've been feeling distant, and I hate to even say that because I literally can cry right now, because my whole life since I was little, that has been, nobody's told me that, nobody's forced that on me. I've always went and searched for my own and found my own spirituality, whatever, is my relationship with God and Jesus. And it's been difficult because I have been feeling distant, and I don't like that. I need to really buckle down and soldier up and read my Bible, read my scriptures like I was, and pray. Like I pray, but not like how I used to pray, and just talk to him. And I really need to, because it's just been difficult. But like I always say, no matter what, even if I will never, ever, ever, ever not ever have faith in God or Jesus or the Holy Spirit, no matter what. I just wanted to hop on here really quick because you guys, I owe you guys that, or I want to give you guys at least an explanation, and know like I am just a person just like you guys, and I will always try to keep my promises and keep what I say. And it kind of sucks because I was really upset too that I didn't film for 2 days. So then I was upset about that, and then I'm just like, you know what, then do it. If you're upset about it, then just film something and post it, because that's what you have to do. So yeah, I put dinner on. I'm making like a chili verde kind of thing, and some homemade beans. And yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my night, drink some coffee, watch some Halloween movies. But yeah, hopefully it's not rambling too much. And if you guys are still here, I want to thank you, and I really appreciate it. If you're new here, welcome. If you could subscribe or check out my channel if you want. I also have TikTok, Ramona Vlogs 777. But yeah, I hope to see you guys really soon. Oh, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for sure. We're going to the pumpkin patch, and I might go live tomorrow before so I could get ready. But yeah, stay spooky, stay kooky, and I will see you ghouls tomorrow. Bye.